Good morning, and welcome to episode 253 of Getting Rich. I'm your host, Rich Checkin, president of Asset Strategies International, and today is Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025. Hope everybody had a wonderful, safe, peaceful, and happy Thanksgiving. I hope you ate plenty, but not too much, and you had a chance to visit with friends and family and break away from the day-to-day, at least for one day. In the news, Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner met with Vladimir Putin at the Kremlin to discuss peace talks between Russia and Ukraine. Reports say that the talks were constructive, but the two sides are far apart from any sort of an agreement. Of late, Bitcoin has been on a bit of a roller coaster ride, coming down from its highs, about 126,000 per Bitcoin. Bitcoin has dropped about 30% to the mid to high 80,000 range, and that included a 6% drop in one day, although it has rebounded over the past couple days and it's back up to about 92,000 per Bitcoin. I think this just confirms the speculative nature of Bitcoin. It is absolutely not digital gold or a store of purchasing power. The biggest news coming up over the coming week is going to be the final Federal Open Market Committee, or FOMC, meeting of the year. That will happen Tuesday and Wednesday next week. And the market participants overwhelmingly believe there will be a third in a row 25 basis point or 1/4% rate cut from the Fed. That is already factored into the markets. So if that happens, business goes on. If it doesn't happen and the Fed surprises, we may see a bit of a pullback in both equities and precious metals. Now, the precious metals have been on a tear lately, with silver leading the pack and shining the brightest. My question to you this week is, what do you think is the biggest factor behind the recent appreciation or spike in precious metals prices? Let's go ahead and take a look at those numbers. Gold, over the past 2 weeks, from the last time I gave you figures, is up 2.2%. It's trading at 4,208.20. It was 4,117.10 a couple weeks ago. Silver's the big winner, as I said, shining the brightest. It's up 11.9% to $58.45. 2 weeks ago saw silver at $52.23 an ounce. Platinum's up 4.5% to $1,650 an ounce. It was $15.79 2 weeks ago. And palladium is up 1.7% to $1,472. It was $1,448 an ounce 2 weeks ago. With silver vastly outperforming gold, you would expect the gold-silver ratio would come down. 2 weeks ago, it was just below 80 at 78.83. Today, it sits right at 72 even. That's how many ounces of silver it takes to buy an ounce of gold right now. And the U.S. dollar continues that weakening trend. It had a little bit of a pop above 100 a couple weeks ago, but it is back down, trading at 98.97 against legacy currencies. And the 2 weeks ago, we were at 99.67. So the dollar's not strong, and it is continuing to weaken. So far, precious metals this year are doing incredibly well. Palladium is up 56%. Gold is up 61%. Platinum's up 81%, and silver's up 95%. And again, I asked the question, what do you think is behind this latest surge in precious metals? I have some thoughts. I share them in our Information Line newsletter, which comes out tomorrow. Be sure to take a look at that. It's got some wonderful guest articles as well as our thoughts on the current markets. We expect this will continue. Obviously, we have no signs of anybody showing any sort of fiscal restraint in Congress, and therefore the money supply will expand. Prices will go higher. As always, we'd like you to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us, send us your comments and questions so we can share them on the air. Go ahead and take our social media, subscribe to our social media platforms, take our twice weekly Always Something Interesting alerts in our once monthly information line newsletter, which comes out tomorrow. But in the end, don't ever forget that getting rich starts with keeping what's yours.